How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to episode 15 of the Points After podcast. We just wrapped up the Saturday games. We had the Ravens locking up their division. We had the Steelers losing to the Bengals and giving them still a great chance to make the playoffs if everything goes bad today. But how you doing today, Mr. Zah?
I'm doing good. How you doing, dude? The best boots in the world, you know. But I wasn't expecting the Browns and Raiders game to be close, but I did feel like they should have at least competed a little more. I know they're tanking right now, so I'm not expecting to do much. But that game from the beginning was just horrible. Like
Mm,
Ravens was just doing everything well. Henry did start getting going in like the second half, but
that's king, man. That's king.
Lamar was basically doing Lamar things by he's shown. I've been saying this since he got drafted. He improves every year. Every
Yep.
year that I see Lamar, he improves. Like every year, as far as like when he came in, he wasn't the best passer in the world, but every year since he's been in the league, he has surpassed the last year. This year, he's showing people that he's just not a runner of the football. He can pass too. He only got 5,000 yards passing. Like that's crazy. And he like I think he just broke a record last night too. What was it? 4,000 yards passing, and I think it was 800 yards rushing.
4,000 passing, 900 rushing, 40 TDs passing.
So like honestly, I feel like if it was up to me, I feel like Joe Burrow should be MVP. It'd be either Joe Burrow or Lamar because I feel like it'll be Joe Burrow because Joe Burrow doesn't have. I'm not gonna say he doesn't have the same supporting cast because when I'm talking about supporting cast, I'm talking about defense. Lamar defense is way better than Joe Burrow's defense, and if the Bengals somehow, some way, figure out to get into the playoffs, Joe Burrow is my MVP. But right now, you already know. You see it. You see it down below.
I
I
see
was
it.
the MVP, man.
You saw the 300-pound dude that got the pick?
Yeah, that was crazy. He just threw it
He,
straight to
he might be the best DB on the Bengals. But the Bengals, I don't know what they got over there. But they did their job. George
Nah,
Pickens.
it's still Taylor Britt until they get another corner back or
George
something.
Pickens had a legendary donut in a must-win
Yeah,
game. Mm-mm-mm.
that was crazy. I'm
Russell
not gonna lie.
Wilson stunk it up. The whole Steelers stunk it up, man.
I wasn't expecting George Pickens to have 0 yards, but because going into the game, the Bengals have one of the worst defenses in the league. So like,
Marvin Mims was cooking them. Marvin Mims, he's either giving you 0 yards or he's giving you 120. There's no in between with him.
I feel like Marvin Mims' catch against the Bengals should be nominated for catch of the year. That was crazy. The difficulty on that,
Yeah.
he's like what 5'8",
He's like 5'11", maybe 6 foot.
5'11"? Okay, but still, like he went over two defenders, and
On a fourth down. But they're probably gonna give it to Garrett Wilson with the Jordan
yeah,
one-handed catch, even though he wasn't in, bro. He wasn't in. His ass was not in the bounds. But also, Week 17 brought us some crazy stuff. Your boy, Mr. Malik Neighbors, had his best game of his career. But at the what cost, man? At what cost?
see, that's what I'm saying. Like this team is so backwards. Like they want to win when it's too late to be winning. Like at that point, just go for the draft pick. You know what I'm saying? Like you know, you need a QB, right? If you win this game, you slide down to four. If you don't lose the game, I mean, if you do lose the game, then you stay where you're at. Yeah, number one. Because even if the Patriots lose, you're still at the number one spot, right? And even if you do want to win the game, I'd rather you win this week instead of last week. Because now, if we win this week, now we're gonna be picking like 8th or 9th in the draft. I think the Raiders slide up and we go down. So
Yeah.
like, if you want to pick any game to win, I feel like you should have won against a divisional rival because honestly, that's what you want to win against. I don't think you should have just let the Colts, win. They probably was going to lose this week anyway. They always play bad against the Jaguars for some reason, and I
Mm.
would have just took my chance with that and just be like, you know what, the Colts are not really that good. I think if even if they made playoffs, they're going to get bounced out first round. They have some QB problems over there. They have some injuries over there. I just don't think they would have been a good enough team to even be able to compete in the playoffs anyway. So, hey man, I'm not the GM, I'm not the coach, so only I can do as a fan is just watch them just mess up the opportunity of getting Shadero Campbell. But I do think part of me feels like they probably still are going to trade up. They just doing this for morale in the locker room. Even though I do think Shane and Dable is going after this year, I don't want Dable to go, but it is what it is at this point.
You see that Malik Neighbors needs 2 more catches to break the all-time rookie reception record. To break Puka's record.
I thought Brock Bowers got it though.
I think both of them are tied. I think they both have the same amount of receptions.
Oh, I didn't even know that. Oh, wow.
Puka had.
But I don't know. I still think Bowers probably going to get more targets than him because even though we are playing a backup Philly defense, they still know that Neighbors is really the only player on the team, like on the outside. So I do think Neighbors is going to have a decent game. I think he's going to have like 60 yards. I do have him to score today, but I don't know. I know they're going to do everything they can to stop Neighbors.
And I got a little game here. We're going to blindly rank division wide receiver ones. And what I mean by this, the whole division, every one of the wide receiver ones, we're going to rank them 1 through 6. So I'm going to give you the first division. The NFC North with Amon-Ra St. Brown, Justin Jefferson, technically Jaden Reed, I'll give him the wide receiver 1, and then DJ Moore.
So you want me to blind rank?
Yeah, blind rank 1 through 6.
I mean, I'm gonna have to put. You know, I love Jets and Amon-Ra, but Jets is the better wide receiver, so I'm gonna put him at 1.
I know you're ranking the group of receivers.
Oh, the group of receivers. Okay.
Yeah.
See, like, as far as with Amon-Ra and Jets, that's enough to put them top. But like, we talking about receivers in a group, I'll put them like 4th.
4. All right. Next division, we got the AFC East with Amari Cooper, Garrett Wilson, Demario Douglas, and Tyreek Hill.
I gotta be like, I say 5th.
5th. All right. Now we got the AFC South with Nico Collins, Brian Thomas, Calvin Ridley, Michael Pittman.
That's a strong group. I'll put them at 4.
Oh, you already got somebody at 4. You got the NFC North at 4.
Oh yeah, so I'll put them at 3.
Right. Next division, the NFC West with Deebo Samuel, Puka Nacua. I'll give you Jackson Smith and Jigba. He's the wide receiver 1 there right now.
Yeah.
JSN and then Marvin Harrison Jr. You got 1, 2, and 6 left.
You got Puka, JSN, you got Marvin Harrison, and you got Deebo. That's a pretty strong group. I don't think they 2, so I'm happy to put them at 6, unfortunately.
6. All right. Next division, the AFC North with Jamar Chase, George Pickens, Jerry Jeudy, Zay Flowers.
That's 2 for sure.
2. And it looks like this list filled out perfectly. This is probably the best division when it comes to wide receivers. Your number 1 is going to be the NFC East with CeeDee Lamb, A.J. Brown, Malik Neighbors, Terry McLaurin.
I don't think they won. I definitely would have put AFC North over them, but I feel like those 2 divisions can be like interchangeable, so I'm happy with that list.
That's a good list right there. So next thing we got up. Let me share my screen real quick. We're going to be ranking the rookies from this year. We got Rookie of the Year, home run hits, great players, solid, improvement needed, and bench material. First up, we got Mr. Caleb Williams.
I'm going to say solid, but he needs improvement only because going into the year when he got drafted, there was an expectation. They had Justin Fields, and then they wanted to translate to a more generational talent QB, which I think Caleb is. But, the coach getting fired, the offensive coordinator. I'm not gonna blame it all on him, but he definitely needs some improvement. But going into the year,
Are you fighting?
All right. Next up, we got Jaden Daniels. We already know, man. Rookie,
he's definitely rookie of the year for me.
rookie of the year, easily. The quarterback award now. Drake May, I'll say he's probably in the same boat as Caleb.
I'll say solid because like I feel like the only reason I put him there is because we didn't see like a whole season of him yet. He's showing like don't get me wrong, he's showing flashes of potential of being good, but like it's just not a good enough sample size in order to say that he's a great player. Or home right
there. Next up, Marvin Harrison Jr. I'll say he'd be right here too. I'm not sure if is Kyler holding him back. I'm not sure if it's him, if it's the OC, if it's the scheme. Something is not clicking.
Honestly, I still think he's a great enough player because he still put up 10 TDs as a rookie, and I think he has 800 yards. So like that's not. I mean, as a rookie standpoint, that's not really bad. Even though he was the first wide receiver taking up the board, and he doesn't have better stats than like Ladd, the Neighbors, BTJ, like all the other wide receivers that came out after him. But I still feel as though he's still in that rookie that wide receiver rookie class as far as like potential and talent. Because I mean, I do think it's the scheme because the scheme that they run for Kyler, right? It's more like a spread offense, right? So I don't think he really matches well in the spread offense because when he's playing with Will Howard, like they had more traditional, two wide receiver sets with 2 tight ends. So like I don't really think that it's Marvin Harrison's fault, but I also think that it's not Kyler Murray's fault. It's just the scheme of what they run.
Next up, Joe Alt. Saying this is probably a home run.
I'm not gonna lie. If they give Lyman like way more respect, I'll put him at rookie of the year.
I would say that too. They're building something over there.
Yeah. They got Neighbors home and Joe.
Neighbors home run hit. Bang bang bang. Future on the verge of top 10 right now. He'll enter that conversation next year if he gets a good quarterback.
Yeah, I think he's like, if we're being honest, I think he's like top 13 right now. I don't think it's 13 wide receiver I would take over Neighbors. But I'm not gonna be biased. I'm actually gonna put him where I think he's right at. I'll say like top 14, top 13 around that range.
Next up, J.C. Latham. I say he's a great player.
I say he's a great player. Like I haven't heard of his name yet. I'm a big Alabama guy. I haven't heard of his name this year, and I'm pretty sure he's doing. I was watching some tape on him the other day. He's not Joe Alt, but he's definitely a good tackle.
Next up, Michael Penix. I mean, with the little sample size they got, I'll give it solid.
I give it solid.
That Commanders game was kind of rough. He was missing a lot of deep balls. He was overthrowing them, underthrowing them. But that last drive when he needed to force OT, he got it done.
I mean, but even with those deep balls, right? He's still trying to find his groove in this offense. Like he just got implemented into the system like 2 weeks ago. So I wouldn't say that it's too much of his fault. He just got to get his timing right. He's a lefty, so like the receivers are so used to a right quarterback. So like I feel like that's kind of the reason too. But I feel like next year, with a whole offseason of developing and having those time, time with the ones, I feel like he'll be a way better talent next year.
Rome Odunze. Thinking
I put solid.
Solid.
I'm only saying that because I feel like the Bears are kind of holding back only because that you basically have 3 wide receiver ones on one team. So you got to spread the ball around. You got Keenan, you got DJ Moore, you got Rome Odunze. So it's just a lot of weapons to basically have around. So I do feel like if Rome was the number 1 receiver, I feel like he would have way more targets, way more receptions, and also way more yards. But he's having a great rookie year, though. He's
having a pretty good year.
Yeah, I would say he's not having like a Marvin Harris or Neighbors or BTJ, but he's having a great year.
He just hasn't had a blow-up game yet, I don't think.
Yeah, I think he just had like But that's what Rome was coming in though. Like he's not like at Washington he was putting up groundbreaking stats, but like he does everything. Like he's like Rome is like the typical wide receiver. I put him like he's like a Lockett, right? He's gonna do what he needs to do. Like he's not like star-studded as like Neighbors or PJ. He's not gonna make those contested catches and all that. He's basically gonna do what he's told to do. He's gonna run a route. He's gonna get a bunch of yards. That's pretty much his ceiling.
JJ, we gotta put him on the bench. We can't give him anything higher than that.
Honestly, I would have put him at incomplete because he hasn't played. He hasn't torn meniscus, so
no PT.
I mean that works too.
This is Olu Fashanu.
He's definitely a great player. I'll say definitely a great player. When he was healthy, he definitely was one of the better tackles in this league. And personally, I wasn't that high on him coming out, but he's shown that he can step in at any point in time and be able to be, covering for Aaron Rodgers' backside. Now next year, I'm hearing that Aaron Rodgers might be out, so
it's either
it might be Jordan Travis time.
It's either Garrett Wilson or Aaron Rodgers who would just want. Because Garrett Wilson said if Rodgers is back, well, not him, his agent said if Rodgers is back, he's going to request a trade.
Really?
Yep.
But then Garrett Wilson went Aaron Rodgers.
Yep, and then you see what happened with a year of Rodgers. Sauce Gardner, well, he's not Sauce anymore. After this, he's Ahmad. Ahmad,
yeah, he's Ahmad.
Is going to be looking around the league.
He's sweet and sour sauce.
Sweet and sour. He's Saucy Santana. Bo Nix. As of right now, it's a home run hit. As of right now,
definitely a home run hit. I'm not gonna lie. I even put on that Hurricane year too. He's surprised a lot of people this year. I feel like if Jaden Daniels wasn't the number one QB in this draft, it definitely would have been Bo Nix because the other QB been playing better than Bo Nix and Jaden Daniels.
They have like the damn near the same stats. The only thing that Jaden has, he has like the big moments. He has the Hail Mary, the touchdown against the Bengals, the 5-touchdown comeback against the Eagles.
But that's what I'm saying. It's hard to put somebody above that one when another one is being that great. Like Jaden, like you can't lie. Jaden Daniels is clutch.
He's clutch.
Like he's shown. I'm not saying Bo Nix isn't clutch because he showed he can be clutch, but not. I don't think he has the ice in the veins that Jaden Daniels does. To be honest.
Brock Bowers. I'll say rookie of the year.
I'm not gonna lie yet.
Because he's having the greatest tight end season for a rookie. But goddamn, he plays for the Raiders, bro. They're gonna waste his career.
I don't know. I feel like they actually get a quarterback. I mean, honestly, once they get rid of Antonio Pierce, bro, that's gonna open up a lot of things for them because I just think they like. I'm like comparing people to like basketball, but like Antonio Pierce reminds me of like Darvin Ham when he first became his head coach. Like he was just there to like. He's just there. Like he doesn't do anything special. Like he's not a good coach. Like he doesn't do anything to like adjust. So like he's just there to like basically keep the momentum of the team. But he's not even good at that. Like he's not good at anything. He just a waste of space.
Wow. That's crazy. And imagine this all season. They're like, Dable, we love you. We're kind of in going opposite ways. I think it's best if we mutually split ways. And then a week later, like, you know what? The Giants' new head coach is Victor Cruz. Like, oh my goodness,
bro, I'll be so mad. I'll be pissed. I ain't gonna lie, because if you ask me, I'd rather anybody else but Victor Cruz. I don't think Victor Cruz is fit to be a head coach. Now, if you would have said like Michael Irvin or something like that, or like somebody else that played for the Giants, organization, then I'd have been like, all right. But come on now, Victor Cruz now, like,
bro, Giants legend, Mr. Salsa,
nah,
Tylese Fuaga. He's a great player. I'm hoping he keeps it up.
Is that the Saints?
Yep.
I don't really know too much about him, but I did hear he was really good coming out of Oregon.
So let's hope, man. I hope the Saints, they should be going into a rebuild. I'm not sure if they do because they've been pushing the rebuild back for like the last 3 years. They do. They reassess the money, make it work. Same roster every year. Mm-mm-mm. This is Laiatu Latu. He's a great player.
Oh yes, that was my favorite pass rusher to come out this year's draft.
Latu.
Yes, he was my favorite pass rusher to come out this year's draft. I had him over Dallas Turner.
Mm.
That man's a freak. It don't get no freakier than Latu. I'm sorry, it don't.
Byron Murphy. He's great.
I feel like he's great.
He's a pretty great player.
Other than him being freaky off the field, he's a pretty good player.
Freak on and off the field.
I mean, if you know, you know, man. If you know,
you know. Dallas Turner. This is a solid for the
I
most.
say solid. I still believe that the Vikings use him. Like they're trying to use him like a Van Ginkel. He's not a Van Ginkel. Like you got to put his ass in the dirt. He's gonna go rush the passer. You trying to drop him out. Like they try to use him like an Edgerrin Cooper. Like he's not an Edgerrin Cooper. Like he's you got to put his ass in the dirt. Put him if you even got to put him at defensive end and let him run the passer, rush the passer. He's not gonna drop back and give you 2 picks in the season. No, that's not his game. His game is to stop the run and rush the passer. They don't use him like that. So I feel like if they wanted to go that approach, they should have picked Edgerrin Cooper that far out. Dallas Turner, I don't think he fits well in that scheme. And Brian Flores.
They're going to give him an increased role now in this upcoming game. That's probably going to be the biggest game of the season. Mm-mm-mm.
I mean,
Amarius Mims.
That's a go.
I say he's solid for right now.
Well, he's a guard, right?
Yeah. I mean, he's a lineman for the Bengals. It's already not a good reputation there.
Yeah. I mean, it don't get worse than Orlando Brown.
Jared Verse Rookie of the Year. Defensive Rookie of the Year. He's going to win it. He's a monster.
Definitely.
He's a freak.
Definitely.
He's just a beast, man.
Is he more than a freak than Jordan Love?
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Yeah, because Jordan Love, he was freaky when he was turning the ball over, but he kind of pulled back the turnovers. This is Fatanu. Yeah, he's pretty great. It's a home run hit for Troy.
Who is that?
Troy Fatanu from the Steelers.
Oh yeah, I do know who that is. He's the tackle, right?
Yep, the tackle.
There was a lot of tackles in this draft too. I don't know why we didn't get one.
Yeah, I say Steelers linemen always somehow turn out to be Hall of Famers.
Yeah.
This is Chop Robinson. Mr. Chop.
Solid.
For right now, he's turning up as of recently.
Like I said before, like my number one pass rusher in the draft was Latu, only because like if you have a great motor, like if you have a motor that doesn't stop, you're gonna be good in this league. Like look at Aiden Hutchinson. Like that boy is just a freak, man. Like his motor does not stop. If you have a motor that's continually going like 2 to 3 plays at a time, like it's hard to like yeah, you gotta have pass rush moves, but like if you have a motor, like I that's why I feel like Kayvon doesn't have. Like he doesn't have that motor. Like he takes plays off.
That mode.
That's what I'm saying, man. But Chop Robinson, he's good. He has Calais Campbell, so hopefully he learns from him. But he is a good player.
That boy Quinyon, I'll say he's a home run hit.
Rookie of the year.
Oh, Rookie of the Year. I'll put him up.
If Jared Verse wasn't a candidate for defensive Rookie of the Year, you can't lie. It would be Quinyon.
It would be Quinyon, yeah. Quinyon held Neighbors to his worst game of his far of his career.
Like honestly, between Jared Verse and Quinyon, like who really been going off like as a rookie in like defensive?
Jared Verse has been a monster. He just blows stuff up, man. And then Quinyon's a big part of why the Eagles secondary went from god awful last year to probably the best in football.
He learned from Bradbury, man. Giants legend.
James Burntberry.
He'll be cornerback 2 on your team.
Yeah. Actually 3. Riley Moss. So now after what happened last, Jackie Robinson, You gotta want me back, Jackie. Brian Thomas, home run hit.
That's definitely a home run hit. He been statistically, he's been better than Malik Neighbors. I just don't think. I think Neighbors is more talented, but BTJ definitely had more production.
1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns. Didn't make the Pro Bowl because of
That's crazy.
people like Jerry Jeudy and Zay Flowers. Also, Zay Flowers might be missing the playoffs. He got injured.
They was blowing him out. I don't know why they didn't take him out.
Terrion Arnold. He's solid. It was very rough in the beginning. Those first couple games.
It was. He got better though. He got better though. I'm not gonna lie. He got better, but it definitely was rough. Like it been like a up and down year.
This is Jordan Morgan from the Packers. He's a pretty great player. He's pretty great.
He's a lineman too.
Yep.
He starts.
Yeah, he starts.
He's a guard.
He's a tackle.
Hey, all these tackles, bro. Man, we could have took them.
Then next, this is Graham Barton from the Bucks.
Wait, that's fucked up. Why you put JJ in here knowing that he didn't play? Everybody else played but him.
We don't know, man. JJ's getting buzzed now. People might be calling for him. The Viking shopping.
I'm looking at the list. He's the only one that didn't play. Like
that's unfortunate for him.
Like you didn't put Troy Franklin up here.
This is first round rookies.
Okay.
This is Graham Barton from the Bucks. Solid player. Give him solid.
Yeah, he tough.
Next,
he from Duke, right?
Yeah. Next, Darius Robinson from the Cardinals. Ooh, I haven't heard much from him. He's an edge rusher, right? Yeah, he is.
I'm not gonna lie, I never heard of him. I didn't even know they.
I might put him depth material. Cardinals pass rush is one of the worst in the league. I haven't heard him say much or make a name for himself. So as of right now,
the Cardinals might get Abdul Carter.
Or they get Abdul Carter. It might be something scary. But Abdul Carter, he's gonna be Michael Parsons 2.0. Xavier Worthy, as of recently, he's been a great player. Once they got D-Hop and they got Marquise Brown back, he really got that role he needed to be, and now he's going off. He's getting every game.
I don't think he's a number one receiver. I think he's like a solid 2. He's just a home run hitter.
Next, Tyler Guyton from the Cowboys. He's
been solid.
He's solid. I remember he was having a rough time guarding Kayvon on Thursday night. There were a lot of flags on him. Yeah, and I don't think you want that on your resume.
Stop.
All right. Nate Wiggins, Clemson
home run hit.
Alum. Home run hit. He just had the pick 6 against Bailey Zippy Zappy.
He's been CB2 when it comes to rookies. I had Quinion, then Nate Wiggins, then Terrion Arnold.
I'm doing the whole draft. I'll say cornerback 1 is Quinion, and cornerback 2 is Tarheeb Still from the Chargers. He's nice.
I would say it's Quinion. Yeah, it would be Quinion. It would be I did Harris Still too. It would be Nate Wiggins, Drew Phillips, and then Terrion Arnold for me. I would put Kool-Aid up there, but Kool-Aid, I haven't heard of Kool-Aid. Oh yeah.
Remember, what's his name? Bo Nix trucked him on Thursday night.
All right.
Ricky Pearsall. It's hard to judge him because his rookie season kind of got tainted.
I can't say that
because of him getting shot. So I'll give him solid. I mean, there's not much you could do in that wide receiver room in San Fran. No one can beat their man 1-on-1. You got him. You got Fat Tavon Austin.
Yeah, why you call him that?
Bro, that's literally what Debo is. He's Fat Tavon Austin.
Nah, I wouldn't say that. I feel like he does more than Tavon Austin did, though.
Yeah, but we'll see, man. And lastly, we got Xavier Legette, South Carolina alum. Solid.
Yeah, he's been solid.
Aside from the Raccoons, he's been pretty solid. That's where he loses me. So, boom. This is the 2024 first round draft grade. So far, this has been a pretty talented class. We haven't got any major bust yet. We'll see what happens with people who don't get their situations fixed or they don't improve. But yeah.
I don't see JJ starting until like year 3.
Mm.
Because it depends because I don't think they're gonna rush this, but I don't think they're gonna. I think they're gonna do. I think they found their Jordan Love. What I mean by that is like Jordan Love's he sat for like 4 years.
Yep.
And then he started. But JJ isn't that young though. JJ is like 24?
No, he's 21. He's a young man.
Oh, he's young.
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean, I feel like they're gonna sign Darnold back, but it's gonna be like it's gonna be like a Baker Mayfield type of deal, like a 3-year deal. We'll hire you here for 3 years. If you don't show up, we kick the can and then we let you go. We gonna start JJ. Yeah, I just don't see him. I don't see them trading him though. Like I don't see the point of that. Like, cause even though you do have Daniel Jones, but like, who would you rather have, JJ McCarthy or Daniel Jones? I have JJ McCarthy. He's gonna be cheaper. Daniel Jones probably gonna want like a 10-year contract to do nothing on the bench, just
with the
boys, lifting his cap up and down. Like, no, I'd rather have JJ.
All right. So, boom. I felt like the season started last month, and we're on the final week of regular season. Some teams' seasons are ending. Some of them are just getting started. The final week of the regular season. First game, Panthers and Falcons. In Atlanta. Give me the Falcons, man. Give me the Falcons.
I got upset Panthers.
The Falcons still fighting for the little chance they have making the playoffs, because if they win, the Bucs lose, they make the playoffs. And
the Bucs not losing, but I'm gonna say Panthers win. I think the Panthers found out who their QB1 is going into next year.
That boy Bryce.
Yeah.
Next game, Texans Titans. I'm sure the Texans are resting their players because they can't get any higher. They can't go any lower. So give me the Titans. Actually,
Who do they play?
The Titans. So Titans are playing backups, so they may ruin their draft stock.
Wait, so the Titans are playing their starters?
Yeah, and the Texans are. I'm sure they're resting their starters because they're not letting them play for it.
I mean, I need the Titans to win, so I'm gonna say the Titans.
Next game, the Giants versus the Eagles in Philly.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna say the Giants, but
the Giants are winning, man.
You want us to win?
So ending the season on a winning streak. This is the culture-changing win right here. You go in Philly, you beat the you beat the 13-win Philadelphia Eagles. The culture changes next season.
Why are you doing that? Why do you want us to suffer, bro?
Oh my goodness.
You want us to suffer so bad.
I want Malik Neighbors to start winning. It's gonna start right here.
No, it ain't gonna start because now if we win, we go down to fucking 9-0-4 on the draft. That ain't winning.
Next game, Jaguars Colts. Give me the Colts.
I got the Jaguars, man. They always play spoiler to the Colts every year, man.
Now this next
we need the Jaguars to win. We need the Titans to win. When the Browns
Patriots need to win too. So you can't get number 1 back because the Browns are worse at second.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So we need the Patriots to win. We need the Titans to win. We need the Titans to win. We need the Titans to win. We need the Jaguars to win. And I think we need. It's another team. I think the Raiders probably gonna lose.
The Raiders are gonna lose. Yeah. I mean, the Jets could do something. They have 4 wins. Playing no Tua Dolphins for Week 18.
And that's why I didn't bet no money lines on this game because it's gonna be a weird week this week.
Now, 2 of the most interesting games this weekend: Commanders Cowboys and Bears Packers. Commanders win, they lock up the 6th seed. Commanders lose, Packers win, the Packers get that 6th seed.
And the Commanders drop the 7th?
Yep. That means Commanders lose, Packers win, they're playing Philadelphia. I don't think any one of these teams want to play Philly. Commanders.
So you think the Commanders could lose on purpose so they won't play?
No, Commanders need to win. So
they won't play Philly.
Yeah, neither one of these teams want to play Philly. It's either you play Philly or you play the Rams. Personally, I'll play the Rams.
So So you want the Commanders to lose and the Packers to win?
Yeah, most definitely, 100%.
Oh, so you duck and smoke? That's what you're saying.
Playing the long game, playing the long game.
Nah, you duck and smoke. You want the
But the
you want-
storylines, Jaden Daniels
You want to play the
round
Buccaneers in the first round of playoffs?
Jaden Daniels round 3 versus Jalen Hurts. Cinema.
I feel like you want the Packers to play the Buccaneers instead of the Eagles first round.
I like them playing in warm weather. I don't want them to get robbed in Philly.
Nah, because if the Packers play the Eagles, they get bounced out first round. You know for a fact.
Oh, 100%. Because they don't got no wide receiver one or cornerback. Who's guarding A.J. Brown? Who's guarding Devontae Smith? Exactly. They don't got nobody there,
I
man.
mean, he wasn't saying that. Oh yeah, when Jordan Love was damn near lighting it up. So
The joy is gone, man. The joy is gone. We're on to next season, man. We're rebuilding.
Or that you about to go 11. You about to have 11 wins
And be the 7th seed.
and
First
be the
round
7th
exit.
seed and get bounced out.
I hope the Philly fans, they see the Packers game bus, they take the wheels off the bus, and the Packers can't play, and they got to relocate. That's the only way they're going to win. If the game gets relocated. But give me the Cowboys, man. It's in Jerry World. The Cowboys love ruining their tanks.
Come on, man.
Cooper Rush is a functional quarterback. He's not god-awful. But no CeeDee Lamb, too. That's the bad
He
part.
threw 2 pick sixes last week.
Yeah, that's the Philly. That's C.J. Gardner-Johnson, top 5 safety all
Yeah,
time.
that's what Jordan Love gonna be doing next week.
Mm-mm. No. What'd you call it?
You know y'all play next week, right?
Toyota Thon Love, man.
So that's what I'm saying. If it's Toyota throwing wild, why you don't want him going against Philly?
I like him in warm weather, man. I don't like the cold. I don't want him next to those thugs in Philly.
Bro, it's cold in Philadelphia. What do you mean?
Yeah, I want him to play in Tampa or Los Angeles.
No, you're gonna play in cold weather all year round.
Next game, Bears-Packers.
Yes,
Imagine telling somebody at one point, Caleb Williams was 4-2 and a Hail Mary away from being 5-2. Ever since that Hail Mary, 10-game losing streak. You hate to see it. You and the Packers.
I felt the Bears win today. My boy Caleb Williams go out with a bang for the rookie year. He threw 3 TDs, 250 yards.
Give me Jordan Love having the best game of his career against his son, his child, the Chicago Bears.
Just to go 7 seed and lose first round.
We're getting the 6th seed, baby. We're getting the 6th seed.
So you got the Cowboys winning
And the Packers winning. 2 of the best franchises in NFL history.
Okay.
Next game, Saints Buccaneers. Give me the Bucks, man. Baker Mayfield having his best season of his career. And it's crazy. He's gonna have 40 touchdowns and he's not gonna be like a top 3 MVP candidate. You hate to see it.
I got the Buccaneers, man. They're gonna play Packers first round.
Next game, Bills Patriots. Even the Bills. I think the Patriots probably couldn't even beat the Bills C team.
That's great. No, well, they resting starters.
Bills resting starters. The Patriots. Drake May's not playing. They're benching. They want that 1 seed. That 1 pick, I mean. They want that.
They still might win, though.
We'll see, but give me the Bills, man. Mitch Trubisky, he's got it, man.
Because even though they're not playing Drake May, they still gonna have their wide receiver ones out there and stuff like they ones, just not Drake May.
They're gonna have Jalen Polk out there. Come on, man. What are we doing?
What's up?
Jalen Polk. I can make blind people watch. That's what it said. Imagine saying that, and then Lad McConkey has more yards than your whole entire group.
That is crazy.
Chargers, Raiders, Chargers, easy. Cakewalk win right here. The Raiders, they're gonna lose.
I got the Raiders, man. The Raiders gonna pull up upset. Look, you remember that 56-7?
Yep.
Yeah. That's
We're gonna do it again. Wow.
Yeah.
Niners, Cardinals.
Because they clinched the playoffs, right?
Yeah, but they want to. If they win, they get the 5 seed, the Chargers, because
So they play
the Texans.
4th seed. They play the 4th seed, right?
Yep. And if they lose, they get the 6th seed.
Ooh, that's gonna be a good matchup. Texans and the Chargers.
I think if I want to play
I'm not gonna lie.
the
I'm
Texans,
taking Chargers. I'm taking Chargers.
I'm taking the Chargers too. The Texans they're a mess right now. They're all injured.
Yeah,
Sophomore slump. Just get the season over with, man. Niners, Cardinals. Give me the Niners, man. I don't know Kyler Murray infuriates me. He really gets me
I
angry.
mean, Josh Dobbs playing, so
Oh wow. Back to my point. Kyler Murray, he probably angers me the most out of any quarterback in the league because he's one of the better quarterbacks, but he's not one of the best. And he's in that middle ground where he shouldn't be. He should be where the Jordan Loves, the CJ Strouds are. But every time at the end of the year, he always folds and plays his worst football there.
yeah.
Which-
I truly think they probably gonna like ship him off somewhere.
Hmm.
Because think about it, if they lose, I think they get a top 10 pick. And even though we make a lot of mock drafts and stuff, we don't know what's gonna happen in the draft either way. The only thing we can do is watch the draft when it comes up. So I wouldn't be surprised if they do get rid of Kyler Murray. Because at the end of the day, not Steichen. I forgot the other one. Gannon, he didn't draft Kyler Murray. So if you want to get rid of him, you know what I'm saying, he can. That's not really his quarterback. And he been having for like two years now. So like, I mean, it's up to them.
And the Niners too. After this nightmare season ends, they're gonna be stuck with the task of: do you pay Brock Purdy $45 to $50 million a year?
Would you pay him that much?
No.
Why not?
Because I'm seeing what happens when he's playing with a much lesser roster. He's not that good, and if I pay him, that roster's gonna get depleted. It's either Debo's leaving, which he's not. Debo's declining, so if he leaves, then I guess Ayuk coming off an ACL, he's gonna be slower. Kittle's still great. CMC's coming back off of a PCO. We're not sure where he's gonna be at.
So would you go get a Justin Fields?
I would rather get Sam Darnold for cheaper, if I could, but it's probably not gonna happen.
Nah. After the year he has the. Well, I'm not gonna say he has the right, but like he's gonna demand almost if he. People gonna this is what people gonna do when they're negotiating. Oh, you saw the Giants paid Dave Jones $40 million, right? Yeah, I want around like $43 million. That's what he's gonna say. Because you have to like, even though you know for a fact the Niners want to pay Dave Jones $40 million, just the fact that he got $40 million, it's just like that's like the standard now. $40 million, like that's like the standard contract for quarterbacks now. So. If we look at it, he's going to be getting close to like $43-45 million just off one season. Even, I do think the Vikings win like 1 or 2 playoff games. I feel like that is enough to get paid. So, I mean, we'll see what's going to happen in the playoffs. Because anything can happen. They can get bounced out first round. Because Kevin O'Connell, I mean, he has shown that he hasn't been that good at the playoffs. So.
See me, I'd rather pay Sam Darnold $40 a year before I pay Brock $50 a year.
But you can't tell me Brock Purdy is not. I mean, he's not good though. He's a good quarterback.
He's a solid quarterback. He's not bad, but I'm not sure he's good enough to be making $50 million a year. But you got to remember, Sam Darnold. When you sign him, you don't get Kevin O'Connell, you don't get Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hawkinson, you don't get Aaron Jones, you just get the quarterback himself. So maybe that's a talking point when it comes to contracts where, hey, he's playing good in this system, you think that could translate to our system. They'd probably be like...
I mean, you can't say that because Jordan Love got $50 million, so I mean, y'all still making it work. Only because most of y'all players are young and they're not on their second contract yet, so you can do that. But, like, it's gonna be a time when you have to pay Romeo. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, having a good wide receiver core is good right now, but like, y'all gonna stop paying them players. Like, y'all already locked up Josh Jacobs already, so I mean, they don't need to pay him no more. But what you gonna do when Romeo Dobbs gonna need to put it on the contract? Jaden Reed, Christian Watson, Tucker Kraft. Like, all these players gonna need contracts down the line.
If any of those receivers ask for more than $15 million a year, they can go out the door. They can go play in Chicago.
You can't say that though. All of them produce when they need to though. When they get the opportunity to produce, they do. So like, you can't sit there and be like, "Oh, if I want $50 million a year," like we see we see wide receiver like we saw Christian Kirk get like what $20 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
So like you can't, bro, and you can't tell me that you don't think Jerry Reed is better than Christian Kirk right now.
Right now, yeah, most definitely.
Okay, what about Romeo Dobbs?
Roman Dubs, he's better, but when Kirk got the contract, they weren't better than Kirk when he got the contract.
Yeah, but I'm talking about right now though.
Oh yeah, most definitely they're better than him right now.
So that's what I'm saying. Like if he got $20 million, who do you think they're gonna ask for?
They
I mean,
better
knowing
beat-
them, they probably want to keep the team together, so they're gonna take a little less, but still, there's probably gonna be that one wide receiver gonna be like, nah, I want some money too. Like, you know what I'm saying? I need you to throw me that bag.
Don't worry, Garrett Wilson, 2025. He's coming to Green Bay.
Who you gonna trade?
We're gonna sign him. Super max.
Yeah.
Like when the Jets got
the Jets are gonna pick up his 50 option, and then they're gonna be negotiating after that. I think he's gonna stay in New York. I think so.
They
I
said
don't see no reason why he don't stay in New York.
we'll see. Next game, Chiefs and Broncos. Now this is a scary, scary game. Carson Wentz starting. The Chiefs started traveling to Denver like at 1 a.m. today because of icy roads. So hopefully,
Okay. Do you think y'all really win?
yes. If everything goes fine, there's no
Are they starting anybody on offense like they start usually?
no.
So it's straight backups.
It's gonna be people like Wentz starting, McCole Hardman starting, some other receivers like that. I think Carson's their rookie running back is starting. No Kareem Hunt, no Pacheco.
Okay, if they still beat y'all, what you gonna say? I don't want to hear no excuses though.
I'm gonna say this was a hell of a season for a rebuilding team with $80 million in dead cap. They overachieved. Unfortunately, when the opportunity was there to make the playoffs, they folded in the last 3 games. But you can't be mad at them.
Okay, you see how you say this on a podcast? Please say the same thing in the chat when y'all lose. I don't want to hear, the refs.
The Chiefs. Also,
I don't want to hear that, bro. It's backups, bro. That should be Cortland Sutton should be able to win his one-on-ones on the backup. I don't care. I don't care who it is, bro. Jalen Watson, Cook. I don't give a fuck who they got out there. You should be able to win.
also,
your
Bo
one-on-ones.
Nix is undefeated when he wears the throwback uniforms. Never lost, even in his college career.
He played it with one time. Like,
And it goes back to Oregon too. Never lost in the throwback uniforms. So hopefully that translates. And the next year,
y'all play at 1.
play at 4, Mountain Time.
Yeah,
Hopefully,
yeah, I'm not gonna. Y'all might lose.
Hopefully Tez Johnson comes in this April.
Wait, let me hold on before we get on with this conversation. Let me see something real quick. Let me see if y'all favored or not.
We're minus 600 to win. Minus 600. Should be like
Wait,
minus.
hold on, I gotta see the spread though.
It's probably gonna be like 8.5, something like that.
Y'all only fit, bro. 600. That's crazy. Hold on. So it says. So they got the Chiefs losing by 10.5.
I would probably take the Chiefs spread, honestly.
Bro, the fact that the Eagles aren't playing their starters and they only got the Giants to win by 2 is actually embarrassing. That's actually embarrassing.
Next game, Seahawks Rams. I think the Rams are resting their starters. I think they might have their position locked up.
They are. Yeah.
So Geno Smith is going to go out with a bang in his last game with the Seattle Seahawks. Give me the Seahawks.
You think this is going to be the last time we see Geno in the Seattle jersey?
Yeah, I think they're going to try to find somebody, maybe a Justin Fields to get younger, which is stupid because Geno is probably the best option they got.
I'm not gonna lie, they might pick Jackson Dart, baby. They might pick him in the draft.
But give me the Seahawks. JSN.
They might trade for Bo Nix.
Never.
Bo
Dolphins.
Nix for Geno.
Dolphins, Jets. Give me the Jets, man. Jets just end the season.
No. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy.
The season from hell is about to be finished.
Just in the season is crazy. I got the Dolphins. I don't want the Bengals to win the playoffs. I mean, get in the playoffs because I need Allen to get that MVP, baby. That's the only reason. That's the only reason
Snoop
why I don't want the Bengals
Huntley.
to win the
Snoop Huntley masterclass.
As long as he throw the ball to Tyreek for over 70 yards, we won't have no problems today.
And then the final game of the regular season, the most important game, the 14-2 Vikings versus the 14-2 Lions. Who you got, man? In Detroit, Sunday Night Football, 8 p.m.
What happens if it's a tie?
I think the Lions might get the division. Because right now they'd be one. Yeah, they're right now the Lions are the 1 seed, so if they tie, they'll stay at 1.
I think the Vikings win. I'm not gonna lie.
Give me the Vikings, man. Fuck the Lions, man. Fuck the Lions.
Wow.
They got too cocky,
So
man.
you're saying you'd rather play the Vikings than
The Vikings are a better team than the Lions.
Okay, you saying that because they swept the Packers?
Yes.
And you rather play them in the playoffs too?
No. I don't want to play. I don't want anything to deal with Justin Jefferson in the playoffs. None of that.
But he hasn't done anything in the playoffs.
He had one game and he had like 90 yards.
No, he didn't. He
Really?
got locked down. Yes, Adoree locked his ass down. He had like 50 yards.
Let's see. Playoffs. Playoff game. Man, where did the times go, man? He had 7 for 47.
Exactly. Locked down. Ooh!
But TJ Hawkinson went off.
We even had bench yet. We had Fabian Moreau and Adoree Jackson locking his ass down.
Hey, we know who the Vikings.
He got Addy now, so
The Vikings that season were frauds. They were bound to get cooked.
nah, they were still like what 13 or something.
Every game they won by like a touchdown. Every game they lost by like 50.
Bro, you can say the same thing. You can say the same thing about the Chiefs this year. They just find a way to win 1-0 games.
And then
And let's see if it's the same outcome though.
who do you trust more to win a playoff game? That Vikings team or this Chiefs team?
Well, I feel like the Vikings are way better than they were that year. So I'm gonna say the Chiefs because they had more success in the playoffs. But I'm definitely gonna pick the Vikings. Like if the Vikings and the Chiefs was to ever like make the Super Bowl against each other, I would pick the Vikings to win. I just think the Vikings have the way better team. I'm not gonna lie. If Sam Darnold wins the Super Bowl this year, he's
Hall
getting
of
50
Famer.
million. He's getting 50 million.
Sam Darnold wins Super Bowl, he's gonna be the best quarterback in the NFL.
And that's why I think they ship off JJ McCarthy. Because if Sam Darnold wins the Super Bowl, it's like we don't want to waste his man talent, That's how I look at it.
They barely used Saquon in the game. They had 9 rushes in the playoffs.
Yeah, but he had over 200 no, he had over 100 yards like receiving and
Jones
receiving
had
and rushing.
20 carries for 70.
Yep.
It's legendary.
That's the game. That's the game where he was the first player ever to throw for 200 yards,
Rush for 70 plus.
rush for 70 plus, and throw over 2 touchdowns, boy. Let's see if Bo Nix do that when he gets to the playoffs. Let's see if he does.
Hey,
that.
Bo Nix had the receiving. He has 30 total touchdowns his rookie season.
That's fine.
All I need, Bo Nix.
Okay, how many playoff wins he got?
He's a rookie, man. Come on. What are we doing?
So, what do I mean?
Is Daniel Jones still on the team that drafted him?
Huh?
Is Daniel Jones still on the team that drafted him?
Nah. But is Sam Darnold on the team that drafted him? What does that matter? See?
Well,
No
who's on the practice squad? Who's starting?
I don't think Daniel Jones on the practice squad. I just think like he's like inactive, like
He's handing out the Gatorades.
I mean, shit, he getting paid, so
Getting paid to hand out the Gatorades.
I mean, Jordan Love was doing that for 4 years, though, right?
Well, he had Rodgers in front of him. Hall of Famer.
What does that mean? He still was giving out Gatorades.
And then guess what? Now he's better than Rodgers now.
Yeah,
Now he's better than Rodgers. He's better than Rodgers now. He's better than Rodgers all time, too.
All time?
Yep, he's better than Rodgers all time.
Jordan Love got MVP?
How many playoff?
Dude, Jordan Love got back-to-back MVPs?
Does Aaron Rodgers have a playoff win as a 7th seed?
Is Jordan Love top 10 in passing yards?
Yes.
All time.
If I edit it, he'll be top 10.
No. I'm talking about right now at this moment.
If he throws 50,000 this next game, he'll be top 10.
He's not throwing 50,000.
You never know. It's the Bears.
Bro, that's not even possible. It's not even possible.
I threw 10,000 in the game of Madden once.
That's cat.
Well, career mode.
You modded that shit. You had
Career
to.
mode. Career mode. That was blur. I was doing 99-yard touchdown passes.
That's crazy.
So you got anything else you want to talk about before we wrap this up? This final week of regular season football.
Yeah, I do want to talk about something. I got a little game for you.
Oh, all right.
All right, it's called Over Under.
Over under. Sounds like FanDuel. All right.
So, over under. Bijan Robinson receiving plus rushing yards. Him to go over 120. Over or under.
Over.
Over. All right. So, receiving for Terry McLaurin. Over or under 75 yards.
Under.
Under.
He's getting boxed in Jerry World.
They only got Devon Bland. He plays primarily the slot.
That boy's getting boxed. He had 5 yards last game.
So under 75 yards.
He's going under 25.
I mean, he went against Adrian Terrell like that. That's a top 10.
That's a Clemson alum.
Okay, what has he done in the league though?
Hey, top 10 corner.
Anyway, for Caleb Williams, over or under 220 yards passing.
Over.
The
Not the Vikings. The Packers secondary is bad. They let Sam Darnold throw for 400 last game.
I mean, the Vikings offense just good.
I mean, when your quarterback wins a kick returner, bro, it's already over for you.
All right. The Houston Texans and Titans, over or under 36.5 points.
That game is so stinky, bro. I'll say over. I feel like the Titans might just go ball out against the backups for some reason.
Okay. Over or under Mac Jones, 225 yards passing.
He's playing the Colts. Drew Lock just had a top 10 performers of all time, apparently, statistically, against that same defense. I'll say over. But Drew Lock, yeah, I mean, I didn't hear much from you for Drew. I don't hear any Drew Lock praise from you after that last game.
Because like, if he did this like against the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, I'd be like, okay, he did this in a game we did not need to win. Like, why? Why did you do that? Like,
bro, he's got it, man. He's just got that dog in him.
Bro, I don't care about that. Like, if you did this on Thanksgiving or like Christmas Day or something like that, I'd have been like, yeah, okay, that's tough. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the props. But you did this on a game where like it did not matter. It's like when CP hit that three and down 37. Like it didn't you didn't need to do that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So for the Bills game, over or under 37.5 points.
See, I think the Bills backups might cook them. It's in Foxborough. I'll say over.
Over?
Because I don't think the Patriots are going to... that's tough, because the Patriots might just give you like 6 points. Because they stink, man.
Okay.
I'll say over, yeah.
Okay, Tyrone Tracy. Rushing plus receiving yards. Over or under 75 yards passing. I mean, rushing and receiving.
Under. I'm going under there.
Under?
Yeah. That's in Philly. Maybe there's not a lot of check downs. Maybe Drew Lock wants to air that thing out.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he wants to help out neighbors.
All right, Bo Nix. 250 yards passing, over and under.
Under. He's not going to over 250.
You don't think that's his like his style of play?
No, he didn't even go over like 220 against the Bengals.
He got 3 TDs though. Okay.
But all that came in like that 70-yard pass and the freaking Marvin Mims catch at the end.
Yeah. All right. Buccaneers versus New Orleans, right? Baker Mayfield. Over. Under 2 passing yards.
2 passing touchdowns?
Touchdowns, my fault.
Over. Baker Mayfield this whole season has been an over machine.
Okay.
He doesn't care. He just airs that thing out.
All right. The last one. Over under Lad McConkey 80 yards.
I'm going over, man. That boy Lad is nice. If his name was Ladarius, he'd probably be in top 10 talks. But since his name is Lad, we don't talk about him that much.
Okay. And I have one more question for you.
All right.
Do you think the Lions and the Vikings game are going to go over 60 points today?
That's going over. It's going to be a shootout. It's going to be a 38-35 final score. Put that in, too. We got to make $10,000 right there.
Well, if you look right here, I have the game going under 61 and a half.
Ooh. We got
62 and a half, actually.
We'll see. We'll see.
I don't think it's gonna be that hard of a score of a game. I'm
I
not
think
gonna lie.
it's about to be a shootout.
I don't think so.
I'm thinking Jameson Williams, 70-yard touchdown. Justin Jefferson, 80-yard touchdown. Amon Ross, 60-yard touchdown. Jameer Gibbs, 90-yard rushing touchdown. Aaron Jones, 50-yard rushing touchdown.
That's what we want, but that's not gonna happen realistically.
All I'm saying, man, these incentives, they're either getting paid through their contract or Vegas, man. It's either or. I'm hoping they get paid in their contracts.
I told you already. I don't know if I showed you already, but
if Mike Evans,
I got Mike, Tyreek Hill, and I got Colin Sutton.
If Mike Evans doesn't go over 90 yards, it's rigged. It's 100% rigged.
I got him going over 96.
Watch him get. He needs 85 to get 1,000. Watch him get 86 and he gets subbed out.
Bro.
Yeah, watch. They're like, all right, Mike, I want you to run the same exact route. This 8-yard slant. You're gonna get 86 yards total.
Nah,
You're done for the day.
If it's a close game, they're gonna keep him in. They're gonna keep his ass in. I don't think they're gonna take him out. Because I'm looking at it, right? Are they locked? Did they lock anything up?
The Bucks.
Yeah.
I mean, if they win the division.
So that's what I'm saying. Like they have to win, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's a close game and Mike Evans got like 80 yards, but it's like 20-13, and like you know what I'm saying, they need to put the game away.
I mean, they're playing Spencer Rattler. They might be up 30 at halftime. They'd be like, all right, bring in the backups.
Yeah, but they're gonna force him the ball. So either way, he still might go over like 96 though.
He better, bro. He better, because if he doesn't, I'm flying to Tampa Bay. I'm running a fade.
Swear the corner, bend the corner. Whoa.
All right, you got anything else before we wrap this up?
We will be back for playoff matchups next week.
Any final words for your Giants season? Since it's coming to an end.
I hope we lose today.
Or
we lose today and trade up 4th overall to the first and get Shadero Cam. Either one of those, I won't be mad at.
Shadero.
If we don't get one of them, go after Dart. I feel like Dart is the 3rd best QB in the draft right now.
All I'm saying, Denver Broncos, if you lose today, it's about to be crash out of the century. I will be crashing out.
I'm not gonna lie, it might be a chance y'all might lose, but then again, they're not playing any starters. Yeah, there's no way y'all shouldn't win this game.
If we lose, I'm blowing up Denver, Colorado.
Oh, so you're gonna be blowing up Travis Hunter too?
I'm gonna tell him go to Vegas where he gets drafted to.
Wait, you gonna blow up Shadero too? Come on, bro.
I'm telling him go to New York, wherever he's gonna go. Tell him, hey,
wow.
I'm in the future. You're gonna play for the Giants. Go move over there right now.
Now, why you can't blow up Las Vegas though? Because they be screwing us out of our money.
Wait, maybe I'll see. I need the ultimate bomb to blow them up. They're about to be instead of Vegas, they gotta go to New Mexico. Relocate.
That boy David about to commit arson.
Exactly. I'm about to be on the news for all the wrong reasons.
Crazy.
All right. But this is the regular season finale of the Points After Podcast. Will be back next week for playoffs. And hopefully,
be sure to like and subscribe.
Hopefully, Bo Nix is there to upset Josh Allen in the first round. But
David.
I don't think I got the feature. Yeah, I don't got it. All right. We'll see you guys next week.